Hi, and welcome to Healy Fit with your instructor, Jen. For more, please subscribe, click like, or select notifications. Today, I have a beginner Yogalates practice for you. All you need is a mat and a block. When you're ready, come on down into child's pose, hands reaching forward, hips sitting back onto the block. Knees are out wide to the outer edges of the mat, allowing you to sink your chest down and forward. Extend the arms, feel the stretch across the shoulders. And we're going to take your left hand back, reaching it between the shoulder blades. Now lean over to the left side a little bit, right arm reaching forward, hips still sitting back and down, allowing that length to go into the triceps. Switch sides. Good. Left hand reaches, right hand reaches between the shoulder blades. So left hand forward, right hand back. And we're leaning over to the right a little bit to stretch into the back of the arm from elbow to armpit. Go ahead, bring both hands back. Move the brick if you need to, so you're sitting back onto it. One hand to heart, one hand to abdomen. We're just going to focus on each breath. Good, strong inhale and exhale. Relax the shoulders. This is your hero's pose from yoga. Knees are a little bit wide to accommodate. Relax the hands into the lap and continue to breathe deeply as you circle the head around. Good, changing directions each circle. Good, relaxing the shoulders as you circle the head up, down, and around. Awesome, bringing it back into center. Let's roll into the shoulders, bringing the arms up, down, and around. Then we'll take those shoulder circles forward. And then a big reach up to the sky with that left hand looking down towards your right elbow. Good, length from elbow to hip. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift that right arm up as the left hand rests onto the hip, looking under the arm as you stretch along the outer edge of the trunk. Awesome, bringing it into center. We're going to walk out into all fours. Going into our cat to cow. Knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Opening up along the back, arcing the back up to the sky, and then creating a little bit of length along the trunk as you come down into your cow pose. Good, so you have a nice arc into the back, and then a light separation, rib cage to hips along the front. Now hold into a strong, stable position. Left arm forward, right leg back, up and down. Good, so a moving bird dog position. This is where we start to transition into a little bit more Pilates practice. Nice and easy, challenging your balance and stability. Hold, 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 reaching out from fingers to toes. Exhale, let's pull elbow and knee in together. Squeeze along the front of the body. Good, like you're coming into that cat pose. And then reach and extend arm and leg back out to the front and back of the room. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and extend. Good, exhale, pull everything in nice and tight. Inhale, extend fingertips to toes. Exhale, flex in. Reach and extend, arms to toes, hand comes back down. We're going to move the brick. And we're going to go into a hip opener. Go ahead. So this is a pigeon modification. Your left leg is going to come back behind you as far as you're comfortable going, and your right hip is going to rest on top of that brick. Exhale, release down to your hands, your forearms, or maybe reaching the arms all the way out to the front if that's within your range of motion. Inhale, rise up, walking the hands back towards the knee. We're going to extend that back leg behind you, taking a seat onto your brick, adjust accordingly. Hand reaches out to toes. Let's stretch along the outer edge of the trunk once again. God, looking up and over under the arm. Good, add in that flexion. Good, so it's a little mermaid modification for your Pilates practice. Exhale, flex, elbow down towards hip. I want you to feel the outer edge of the body into the obliques as you pull the elbow down. Awesome, reach up and over. And then flex that elbow down towards the hip. Awesome. We're going to come into a bound angle position, hands around toes, open up along the inner thighs. Exhale, bow forward as far as feels good for you, stretching through the inner thighs as you hinge forward. Maybe walk the hands out or hold on to those feet, whatever feels right for you. Inhale, rise on up. Now here's where it gets tricky. We are going to transition. All right, so sliding the brick forward. Now your back leg becomes your front. We're going into pigeon on the other side. Go ahead, so back leg is straight back behind you as feels right, or you can do a soft bend into the knee like I have here. This is great for those of us who have a little bit tighter hip area. Allows us to really get deep into the pose without feeling pain or strain. Good, so we switch the sides. It's getting that front outer thigh glute stretch. Back leg behind you. Body resting on hands, forearms, or reaching all the way out to the front edge of your mat or beyond. Good. Inhale, rising up, walking the hands back. We're going to flip that back leg around to the side. Reach up and over, elongate first. Feel that stretch along the outer edge of your trunk before we add the oblique crunch. Good. Slowly exhale, pull elbow down towards hip. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, pull, 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 pull. Good. Reach and extend. Exhale, fold elbow down towards hip. Continue just like that. Reach up and over. Exhale, pull elbow down towards hip. And let's bring it back to the front. Sitting on our brick, feet out about mat distance apart. Reaching forward. And now we're going to pull the elbows back beside us. Long elevated posture. Exhale, fold, reach out toward your toes. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades back together, squeeze the elbows back together. Good, so this is your spine stretch forward, wide stance feet, and then we're adding in a little bit of a back pull. Good, so pull the scapula together, and now let's add in some shoulder rolls. Good, bring those shoulder rolls around to the front. And now let's extend the lever, arms out nice and wide, reaching fingertip to fingertip, circle the arms up, down, and around. Tall, elevated posture from hips all the way up to crown, then bring it around the other way. Awesome. We're going to move into our twist. Good. Slowly twisting along the outer edge of the trunk. This is a great prep for your saw. Exhale, twist to the other side. Good. Inhale back through center. As you exhale, tuck your tummy in, reach back through center. Turn your whole body. Pull the back arm back. Push the front arm forward. Good. Exhale back. And now reach across, slicing through the pinky toe. Inhale up. Exhale, twist, dip forward, reach, slicing through the pinky toe. Maybe you're slicing through the calf. Maybe you're slicing through the thigh. Any which way you go, you are doing your best. And that's all I can ask of you today, right? Awesome. So work within your range of motion. What feels right for you? Just hinging forward, slicing across the outer edge of the leg. Good. Let's do another one to this side. Awesome. This is feeling so good into the hamstrings, into the shoulders, into the back. Last one here. Awesome. Let's tuck in. Hands behind hamstrings. Scoop your belly in and down. And then inhale, rise. This is your seated cat to cow. So we're arcing into the back again, just like we did from all fours. And then coming back up and in through seated. Exhale, tuck everything in nice and tight. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Good. Let's move that brick from underneath the hips to kind of between the shoulder blades. So you might have to play around with this one and see where you're hitting as you sit back. We're going to roll all the way back. Good. Touch that brick and then come all the way back up. Good. Hands are behind the hamstrings to support you on the way down. Scoop your belly in, reach the shoulders forward, and then come up. Tall, lifted posture. Good. Exhale, scoop in and down, touch that brick, and then come back up. Exhale, down, 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 down. Inhale, lift. So good. Let's hold it all the way down this time. All the way down onto the bricks. You've got your shoulders supported, arms reaching up and overhead. Exhale, lift out, look between the knees. Good. Now as you reach up and over, try to keep a little bit of flexion along the front of the body, rib cage towards hips, and then pull the rib cage really tightly towards the hips. Exhaling and reaching towards the thighs. Good. This is giving you a little bit more length and extension along the trunk than you would get just from reclining down onto the mat with that brick right between the shoulders. Hands behind the head. Exhale, open, 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 open. Come back as far as feels right for you. Go ahead, stretch across the chest from shoulder to shoulder. Lengthen along the abdomen, hips down, rib cage lifted into the trunk. Let's add a little crisscross. We're going to bring one knee in at a time and then release the foot to the floor. So you are in a crunch elevated position. Your head is pushed back into the hands to reduce the strain on the neck. Elbows out in your peripheral vision. And we're just lifting one knee at a time. Good. One foot off the floor at a time. Let's add a twist. Good. Elbow to opposite knee. So you're reaching your left to your right to your left. Good. Twist into your crisscross and down. You've still got that brick behind you supporting you just enough. Good. Chin is lifted from the chest. You've got length along the front of the neck. Awesome. Reaching the hands out. We're going into our hundreds from seated, feet on the floor, hands just pumping from mid-thigh down towards hips. Inhale in and out, in and out. Awesome. Back into that stretch, arms up overhead. Exhale, pump. Good. Nice slow movement. Inhale in and out, in and out, in and out. Back into your stretch, arms up overhead, length along the trunk. Let's do that again, coming up. Inhale out, in and out. Good. This is a great modification for your hundreds, getting the core nice and strong. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pump. Good. You're still getting a fantastic workout into your core, into your abs, working into your entire body here, posture and stability. Awesome. Inhale, reach up overhead, stretch. Exhale, come up. Let's go again. Let's go again. You've got this. Exhale, fold, fold. Every time you exhale, pull the belly button back towards the spine. Use your transverse abdominis. Fantastic. Let's remove the brick from behind your shoulders and place it right behind the head. Good. So now the neck gets a bit of support. Quick break here, and then both knees coming into you, hands onto shins. We're going to go into our double leg stretch. Good. So feet tap the floor. Head is down on the brick, arms reaching up overhead, and then scooping the legs into you. Let's go again. Reach and then fold. Extend the arms overhead, tap the toes down below, reach and pull those knees in. Good. Extension and contraction. Awesome. Reach. Fold everything in nice and tight. Reach and extend. Pull in. Reach and extend. Pull in. Awesome. Hold it here. Circle the knees around. Good. Massaging into the lower back. Let's take those knee circles the other direction. Good. Tracing the ceiling with the knees. Stretching into the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back, getting a nice massage here. We're going to bring the legs into tabletop next. Arms reaching out into a T. Drop the knees to one side, back through center, and then drop the knees to the other side. Awesome. You're just going as far as feels right for you. Keeping the right shoulder down when the knees fall left. Keeping the left shoulder down when the knees fall right. Awesome. One more to each side. Let's just see if we can take it a little bit further. Awesome. Next one, take the knees down. Hold them over, hold them over, hold them over, all the way to the right. Drop them down to the floor, right hand to thigh, looking over your left shoulder. Feel that stretch across the outer edge of the body from shoulder to hip. Good. This one also emanates up into the chest. Let's bring that right hand down, sweep the knees through center to the left side. Good. Left hand to the outer thigh, encouraging that stretch across the outer thigh into the glutes, up through the obliques, the chest, into the shoulders and biceps. Back in through center. We're going to take the brick and place it between the knees. I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see a little bit better. Hands reaching to heels, heels nice and close to hips. We're going to go into a bridge, and placing the brick between the knees is going to allow you to use more inner thigh, more adductor muscles. Good. Now you can also see here, it's kind of a bone by bone movement. So you're peeling the hips up bone by bone, squeezing the abs in and down, and then articulating bone by bone back down to the floor. Chin is lifted up from chest. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lengthen, extension, squeeze into that bridge. Good. Driving through your heels. Slowly imprint back down to the floor. Let's grab that brick. Place it to the side. Wrap the hands around the shins, once again going into those knee circles all the way up, down, and around. Good. Let's take it from this tuck to a full extension from fingertips all the way out to toes. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Awesome. Next up, place one hand to heart, one hand to belly, and follow each breath in and out. Let the elbows kind of melt all the way down to the mat. Expand along the collarbone, length across the chest. Good. Let the backs of the knees collapse towards the mat as far as feels good for you. You can always tuck your heels in if those hamstrings are not feeling it here. Otherwise, legs are long. We've got the heels pressed towards one another. and the toes naturally falling out to each side. As you rest here, follow each breath in and out. As you rest, I'll leave you with this quote from Emily McDowell. Finding yourself is not really how it works. You are not a $10 bill in last winter's coat pocket. You're also not lost. Your true self is right there, buried under cultural conditioning, other people's opinions, and inaccurate conclusions you drew as a kid that became your beliefs about who you are. Finding yourself is actually returning to yourself, an unlearning, an excavation, a remembering who you were before the world got its hands on you. Slowly bringing yourself back to your mat. Start to add some movement into the hands, into the feet, maybe wiggling your fingertips and toes. And then gently tuck your knees in, roll to one side, and come into whatever seated position feels right for you. A big inhale up to the sky, extending the arms, lifting and reaching, maybe interlacing the fingertips at the top. And then exhaling to open up into the back, stretching across the shoulders. Let's add a twist, looking over the back shoulder. Inhale, tall, elevated posture as you pivot. And then exhale back through center, turn in the other direction. Good, coming back in through center, take another big deep inhale, spread the arms out nice and wide from elbow to elbow. And then bring it all the way in. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste, take care, and be well. For more, please like and subscribe to let me know you want more videos like this one. And for more, you can always follow me on social at HealyFit.